I'm either casting or getting some serious nerve damage is the terms and conditions that I had set for this game here. It is a jolly 5 a.m. in the morning. Thank you yet again for inviting me to another Men of War midnight. It's not even, it's way past midnight. Oh my god. You see, there's like a ringing in my ear right now. It needs to go away. I am going to have a breakdown during this game unless I get some sleep. So, again, let's hope it's a really long game so Inuki gets stressed out and is in poor health conditions. Let's do the usual. Let's introduce these players because we got loads of new guys, by the way. Yeah. So we have Guderian Zix, who... I asked him a question, is this the Guderian from Company of Heroes? And he said yes, but then I realized that maybe there's many Guderians in Company of Heroes, so the mystery's still there. We have this guy, 007, just to the right of him, Hansi66 in the middle, and Death's Head over on the right-hand side. Lots of opponents for them to fight today as well. Maybe... Now, usually with the 4v4 concept, you have sort of two in the middle and then one left and right, or two left, two right, something along those lines, but this map is... how can I put it? It's a bit... what's that map in the community map pack? I can't remember. It's got like the dip in the road. It's got a similar road. It's more giant though in the middle. And essentially it goes straight through the map, as you can see. We got a cluster of soldiers there, as someone has rightfully pinged. We need to eliminate this sector with a grenade, but unfortunately this guy did not have a grenade selected. He was like, I need to get closer. Oh, rats, now they're going to shoot me, so evidently not the greatest plan. You need to have your grenade ready to throw. Gotta have the grenade ready to throw, Hansi, ready to throw. Is that a smoke grenade? No, it's a more explosive type of smoke grenade. The anti-tank grenade. We gotta fell. Like, what are these guys doing? Who are they guarding? What they are absolutely not enough over there. Need to get them out into the field of action. We got Guderian's machine gun propped up behind the triple sandbag line. The glorious amount of sandbags to have strapped down right next to each other. There are a few holes in the line, as someone's mentioned. Maybe this bush saw a bit of movement, and now we know that there's some guys sneaking around. We need to keep eyes on those bushes. A 222 has mopped itself up into the field and fired at literally, again, trees. Where I'm guessing it's aiming for this sandbag. It certainly looks like that is the case, but it's got to fire through a lot of walls. Now, I don't think the penetration power of the 222 is quite capable of doing that, but in any case, we also have... is that a machine gunner back there, just hiding behind there? That's a really nice position. I don't see a similar amount of heavy cover on this side of the map. The 222 has identified a lot of targets here who are just ripe for the taking. Is there any counter to this on the field? There is not so far. We are bringing in a Stuart, though, a fantastic light tank to bring in. Try this, by the way. Do try that. I know I get like a lot of questions, a lot of guys asking me, oh, can you give me some tips and stuff like that? And the answer to that is, I am not the right guy for this. Also, many busies. So, one of the things you can do is sort of just go for a very easy thing to do. Just strap on a build. Like, this is your build. You're going to go for a rifleman, then you're going to bank up for a Stuart, and then buy individual SMG guys where needed. It'll work out. Oh, wonderful bazooka there from Death's Head. Absolutely sweet-tastic. So, the Stuart tank is an excellent light tank, but you have to drive it in there. It has to be a part of the action. Otherwise, it's just sitting back there, and the Germans are going to save up for an anti-tank gun, or bring out a P3 or something like that. Stuart can take out a P3, but similarly, a P3 can quite easily take out a Stuart from long range, so you have to get in there close. It's going to be map dependent. Stuart tanks, I would be a little bit more worried about them in open combat, but you can see he is absolutely gunning for this. He's going to see that this Flak 38 is down here. It's firing. It does manage to get the track damage, but the HE shells hit right behind that Flak 38 and now destroy it. Absolutely fantastic news for Death's Head to actually get into the zone. Look, even some smokes down here as well. So now that the Stuart should have free run on the field, that 38 costs manpower, remember, there's a little bit of time to be had. He can move up here as soon as he gets that track repaired, of course. We can't forget that. In comes an assault squad, and they should be able to take some of these sandbags, most likely. Middle is seeing some neutralized zones. The Germans are about to have it, though. We've got paratroopers out here. Bye-bye gun into the rocket sky. Lots of infantry hooked up behind this heavy cover here. Now, I find this a little bit unfair. We got, like, wooden pallets here, and then stone walls here. That's not fair at all. Not fair at all. We also got a bit of a height advantage, it looks there, but that might just be because of the terrain. No, I think there's a slight height advantage. Nothing too concerning, though. We got the... No, not the Stuart. It's, in fact, a half-track rush this time around. The Stuart is busy blowing up off-screen because there's a Panzer IV-G and a P3. There's no way this half-track can win against this, but it's going to have an attempt anyway. And the attempt is now over. The half-track is gracefully landing upside down in all beautiness. We got a squad of airborne soldiers raring to go into this zone. An M8 hero point unit. We don't talk too much about these. These are absolutely excellent unit to have, by the way. You can just sit them really far away and shave manpower off it. It's not really going to take out key targets too much. You usually find that emplacements you can get, but anything other than that, light armor, you can take out 222s with them actually, but they're really hard to hit. So I would definitely just try and invest in maybe one or two of them in your games. That could really improve. We got a flank up here on a hill. What's with all the hill advantage for the Axis side? Where's the hills? Let's swivel our camera around actually. Let's kind of gracefully look at what the hell is going off. From this point of view, I don't see too much terrain advantage. There we go. We got some sort of terrain on this point here. I don't think too much, though. I'm a map designer myself. Or at least I used to be. I made my own map. But it was really interesting, however, it crashed a lot. So, unfortunately, we don't get to see that map. I know, it sucks. The half-track coming in here from Mr. Vex. Oh my god, I didn't actually talk about... Wow, he's cruising straight in here. He wants to take out the M8, and this has got a really long reload time. Mr. Vex, as soon as you have wonderfully taken out this M8, we are going to introduce all of the Axis team, and look at that. The crew member go down with the ship. We have Bob Sadusi, Ramulus. We've seen Ramulus, we've seen Mr. Vex, and a newcomer to InukiTV, Matiko Montana Jr. Well, JR, I'm assuming that's meant to be Junior, but he forgot the N in there. So JR stands for... Maybe he can fill us in the comments. We do have an AT gun moving into the middle right, and I believe it's going to have a hard time actually trying to get a lock onto the enemy armor. I can't see too many good positions for it, really. Those guys are pretty far away. Having it on this side of the map, surely is that not in range? I mean, he could fire through the building, but I don't think the penetration power is going to be quite enough. The Germans are seizing control over the center. There goes a grenade right over to the sandbag. There is plenty of cover that we can use to actually sneak up on this point. It's just a matter of fact that there's going to be loads of machine gunners from the Germans in this sector. We do have a sniper out, I believe, for the Americans. Yes, we do. The Germans are actually now coming back from this game, taking a lot of these assault zones. We got squads moving in. Ooh, Marines. Marines. Double Marines. Heading to center and right, it looks like. Oh my god, the P4 does explode. That came too close. The wonderful angle here from the medium AT gun. Congratulations, Hansi66, on that play there. The P3 is trying to take out with a HE shell. Oh, he gets it. It freaking well does get it. But we have soldiers moving into this zone. Even in the AT infantry, Hansi66 is trying to get it closer, sneaking some guys up there, because usually people don't expect AT infantry in their own zone. That is usually what you'll find, so don't just think of it. Oh, more snipers. Mr. Vex over there. I think maybe somewhere over there. I can't believe a sniper would actually want to linger in that area where all the buildings are. Too much line of sight blockage. That's just like peekabooing. But the Germans currently with free zones in the middle. One is neutralized, but it looks like the Germans may actually be able to take that soon. We have a whole bunch of tanks in this area. The P3 has been neutralized, turning its rear armor around. The Croc, will it try and take a shot off on that? It's running over its own AT gun. Not that that matters, because the AT gun is long gone anyway, but, you know, it's like the illusion of it's still alive. Just, maybe the enemy don't quite know that. It's not exploding up, though, in the dust. Lots of sandbags down here. It seems like Hansi66 is taking a new approach. We're not cutting this down this axis now. We are going to approach from a different angle. I think Hansi66 is probably doing something that's just so advanced here. I have never really said that statement, but getting different angles on the battlefield is something that really takes a lot of training to do. I'm not saying that he has training, he's probably just completely fluke this, but coming at a different angle there, marvellous. Leave it at that. Smoke grenades down on the central left point. The advanced croc tactics decided that it would rotate its rear armor towards the enemy, and you can see that this truck took it out. It had no problem whatsoever hitting the rear armor of that, and oh my god, he's getting out of it once it's still moving. It must be rigged with explosives. It's going. You can actually see that the driver is still in there, which I think is really good, by the way. Like, a lot of games don't show you the guys driving inside the vehicles, and let alone that those guys. This guy's on a death wish. Oh my god, it was rigged with explosives all this time. No kidding. So that was way more advanced than approaching from this angle. That was way more advanced than turning rear armor of Crocodile towards a truck which took it out. That was just supreme. 222 here. We can see a retreat going down, saving the sniper. This guy 007 retreating. Not many people like to retreat. Not many people like to retreat their infantry. It's just like, they knew what they were signing up for. They were most likely going to die anyway. Why delay the inevitable? Well, sometimes retreating your strong soldiers, especially like MGs, and don't necessarily have to be paratroopers or airborne, but that works out pretty well. We got a Stug back there and a sneaky soldier over here. Is he... Where are you? Where... I could be there all day trying to look for this guy. I think he is there. That's got to be it. So we have more pinging on the map. The flak air 38 is still there. 222 coming around to try and take out our Stuart tank. Ain't gonna cut it though, because the Stuart tank's pretty stonk. And pinging on the Stuart. I guess he wants the Stuart to do something. Maybe go in and I see. He wants it to take out the flak 38. He is going to take the scenic route, though, to the Flak 38, which is over here. We got some enemy armor firing at this location. I think they're just trying to browse it. It's oh no, it's a Flak 37, really far away. And the height advantage is really going to make the difference here, even though it's a small amount. Lots of infantry from the Americans moving into this zone. The Germans, though, are carrying behind that wall there. If we can just get a grenade, Hansi66 selects it, chucks it over, and I think he's going to get those guys as they held onto their helmets, strapped their belt buckles, and implode their skulls into the ground. Ooh, we could actually repair this crocodile for the Germans. That would be excellent. Well, excellent for the Germans at least, not so much for the Americans. We got more armor over here on the right hand side, more sandbags going down. It's nice to see that the sandbags have not been forgotten for the Germans. I'm not sure if I can say the same for the right hand side. Oh no, we do have a few new ones, or maybe at least I didn't see these ones. We lost some armor back here. It's a Hellcat. We don't want to be losing Hellcats. Hellcats are a wonderful tank to have. We're bringing in a 76. It's a bit stronger. It can withstand a bit more of an impact. We got the 222 in here, though, cleaning up the situation. But that Hellcat no longer here. It cannot take out the 222, but that can certainly take it out. The AT grenade. What is going on over here? I think there's some sneaky tactics, but the 3 has actually seen it. You can see him, assault soldier hiding inside of here, just firing some random bullets in there. He's gonna have to hang on to his hat in there and keep low. Lots of infantry just hooked up to the wall, not pressing any further than this. We could certainly try and move up some of these soldiers here and gain more of a frontal defense. Probably being a bit cautious though, just making sure that no infantry armor rather. Oh, brain work, will you? Actually manages to take out a lot of these guys, because you don't want to press your armor up into this area. Just speaking from the Americans' point of view, if you bring your armor forward, you bring your emplacements forward, it's a lot easier for them to take out. Excellent bazooka shot. Yet again, the half-track drops a load of assault class soldiers. Alright, like, just to give you a big backstory right now. Like, the holidays were really busy, and my niece is irritatingly staying up latey. That's what I'll say. He really wants this Scott to take out the 38 there. He should be able to do it. So, God damn it, microphone, you are too far in my face. Why don't you leave me alone? And I forgot what I was saying again. Oh my god, Inuki sabotaged them. I didn't do any such thing, Matiko. I don't think he really knows what's going on there, but okay. Right, story. I've been awake since... Okay, it's better if I put it into hours. More than 24 hours, more than 30 hours. So 30 hours and going is what I'm at right now. And I need to get back into the normal sleep pattern, of course, so I did an all-nighter. And then all of a sudden I rendered some videos and I had to put them on upload. And then it was like, hey, I got a game for you guys. I was like, I like games, but I also like sleep. So I'll have a game and then I'll sleep. And this is where we are at this point in time. With a lot of action going off in the center. The 37, 38 Brava is firing all over the place, trying to take these sandbags out. It's got to... Yeah, the machine guns, the Marines, excellent target to take out first. We could try and fire at the concentration of guys over here. I'm sure that is in range. We got another Flak 38. Oh my god, the Germans really like their 38s. The Stug is being pinged now. We want to take out the Stug. The 76 actually managed to somewhat get destroyed in that. Still repairable though. A bit unusual for that Stug to take it out at that distance. That's the only thing I can think of that actually took it out. We've got a half-track again approaching. The Germans have only managed to seize a measly 10 points so far overall, with the Americans currently at 49, but the Germans should be ticking up. Yes, they are. US Marine firing his AT grenade, just misses it, but does make it a stationary target for the time being. No one's able to capitalize on it. It's going to run over all the sandbags. And the soldiers. Oh my god, this guy did not go to training school. Now, we didn't use our memory. Did not use our memory to realize that the AT soldier was still around here, unfortunately, so he was able to take that out. We've got radio ops in the battlefield now, and an MA Greyhound. Do you remember that combination of the MA Greyhound plus the radio op? I don't either. It's probably not a great combination. There goes another flare. Do we really need to flare that more? Oh, he's trying to delay the capture of this zone. Delaying zones is just as good as... Well, keeping them neutral is just as good as having them captured. In quite a lot of occasions, if you can just keep that zone neutral, sometimes it can be very beneficial. I have no idea what is going on here, but this guy decided that he will kill absolutely everybody except his friend. Because that's the polite thing to do. I keep knocking my microphone, by the way, because it's just so big now. It's a new microphone, I know, and it does all sorts of... Yeah, there is flag spam going off all over the place. Oh no, we have, like, a gap in the lines. We need to figure out what's going off here. We got half-tracks, we've got Calliopes, Guderian with a Calliope. This should be scorchingly good, depending on where they want to blast it down. Now, the P3 is not an ideal target, but I think maybe blowing up all of these buildings in this area might be beneficial. We do need some more cover down here for the Americans. There's very, very limited. I mean, there's a school building here. That kicks ass. And look, there's buildings all over here on this side as well. Very little buildings over on the American side of the map. I don't find this fair, damn it. I don't find this fair at all. More gay than radio. What's more gay than radio? Huh? Oh, right, the Flak 38s. I see, memory there. The P3 is coming in. It wants to try and destroy the CP. We don't like having CP cap. It's bad. So the P3 gets totally destroyed by... Was that the Scot? Surely that wasn't the Scot. That had to be the Calliope. Yes, it probably was most likely Calliope. I can't remember if it did fire an AP shell, though. In any case, we got a large concentration of soldiers here. If only there was a Nebelwerfer in the area. The half-track is going to lead the charge, though, and incorrectly so, because there is a tank over here. Calliope is blasting their way into the middle. It looks like it gets a whole squad and a bit more. Also, bye-bye school building. No more lessons for you. I wonder how many school, guys. There's no school on at the moment. It's just past New Year's. In fact, today is the 5th. Today is the 5th. No, today is the 4th. Or the 5th. I don't know where I am. Maybe in the 17th century. That would be wonderful. Then again, they would say, oh, what magic is this? More radio ops into the center, destroying their own crocodile to make sure that no one repairs that bye-bye school building. Giant middle finger up to that school building. I really want to see these soldiers actually fan out. This is just so dangerous for them, but at least they are capturing this zone. More Calliope barrages going down in the center, but not on the flank. And you can see the anger of that ping. It's like, why didn't you? That'll do. That'll work. I think that might have been the Scot that took that out. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. And now, look at this radio op. He doesn't care. He's like, I'll just fire my pistol, my flares, right in front of the enemy. There is nothing that can take me out. This guy, no, he's not a problem. Did that just ping? I just saw a round bounce off the back of the radio ops radio thing. That is the level of detail in Men of War. I am very impressed. He still took damage from that, by the way, but that is wicked. That is very, very wicked. So currently the left seems to be kind of locked down by the Germans, and it does seem like it might be easier to do that. If the Germans come up from this angle, you've got excellent courage here from this building, and you can see everything that the Americans come down here. But look at what the Americans have. The Americans have this excellent section of wall here that kind of looks onwards, but it's very, very long range, and you have to take advantage of that, which means snipers and I don't know, some emplacements, I guess, can make advantage of that too. But we will probably find it very, very difficult later on to make that an advantage. Using just heavy cover from long range, it'll be hit off by artillery, especially in a 4v4 game. So cautiousness there later on. But certainly early game, that could have made a big, big difference for them. The Germans are on this side. Man, you could do so much with the veteran snipers. We have a Stu-42, an excellent unit to have on this map because of the slight hilly nature. Just here. I find that kind of irritating. It's instead looking inside this building, maybe trying to find that guy earlier. Is his corpse still around here? I would love to see that. No, he definitely died. My rotational camera... Oh, we are getting a line down. We are seeing some spread outness of this infantry. How excellent is that? Lots and lots of infantry from both sides. Bob Sadusi and Hansi are going at it in the middle, and it might be the case that they could use some support here. It's just infantry versus infantry. We got a Stu back there. Of course, that can help out and take out some of the stuff on the line. Here comes the Calliope. This is the support we need. And it's going to fire down on literally everybody and wipe them all out. Again, more than a squad's worth of soldiers killed by that Calliope. Veteran Tiger on the field, blasting in. Its target is this AT infantry. Oh my god. I'm having a panic attack. These guys, though, so hardy. They're just like, is it raining? What's going on? Who is the where? I mean, it evidently is trying to fire and hit this Calliope using that building. And the Calliope... No, the Calliope is fine. Guderian. I mean, if he uses this tree, or that haystack, or the roof of this building, or that tree, he could potentially hit that Calliope, which would be really interesting, although not for the Americans. They would be deeply irritated by that abuse of the system. The Stuk has been tracked, which leaves very little on the fact to take that out. I think the M5 AT gun might be able to. I don't know. I've not seen heavy AT guns do too well on the American sides. They tend to really, really struggle with a lot of German armor. In the meantime, though, it seems like the Germans are going to launch an offensive on this right-hand zone, and they should be able to get it. There's very little in terms of what can take... I see no defensive structures here. Not like structures like emplacements. The AT gun is great, but there's no vehicles launching an assault on there, so no point there. We've got artillery now, which is about to take this out. The Hummel is firing at that location. We have the 105 Sherman. That can do something, but its high reload time is not going to be enough to defend this area. If only... Who is it over here? We got Mitiko. If only he knew how little there was in this zone, he might try and get some assistance from his teammates. Remember, it is a team game, and I've been noticing more and more recently when I'm playing that my team doesn't assist me. Those bastards, those heartless bastards of them. But yeah, do remember, team members are there to look at how badly you did there at sending your entire squad into the red smoke of organs everywhere. That just, like, that was bad. Like, if you want to be good, don't play like that. I'm not gonna find out who did that, but whoever did that should not do that ever again. Puma here is going to... Now, Pumas cannot steal stuff, right? I'm sure they can't. They don't have any hooker on the back. But they do manage to take out the 105, and I think that's a good trade. 105 for a Puma. Not bad, but a nice bazooka there from Death's Head nonetheless. We've got infantry sneaking around on the right-hand side. They definitely can't go around there. It's going to be covered, though, by shotgun troopers. Shotgun troopers in the jungle. Wow. Okay, we'll deal with that. The left central zone has been neutralized. We're going to do a Flak 38 there. That's going to be irritating. These Flak 38s could be, like, just totally destroyed by one well-played Scot. Just one, going around the map, like... Again, coming back to teamwork, I know there's a Calliope on the field now, but early on there was a lot of emplacement spam when we didn't have the Calliope. The Calliope is going to have a hard time hitting the Flak 38 anyway. When it's longer, it's going to... over distance, the spread is greater. The AT gun is being repicked up. That's not going to be a problem though for the Hummel. Like, if we just bought one Scot, one or two Scots, one left, one right, and then... Like, we see that there's a 38 here. We take that out. And then all of a sudden we're saying to ourselves, or, like, imagine if we were this guy. He's saying to himself, okay, now I've taken that 37 out, that 38 out. I can take out all these guys with my Scot. Right. Let's think how much better it would be if we decided to go over to the middle and take out the 38 there with a Scot. How much damage have you inflicted then? You can bring the Scot back later on, but you are essentially purchasing time for the middle guy, as he doesn't have to worry about a 38. He doesn't have to spend money on dealing with that 38 because you've already got the thing to take out that 38. You can take out this area with infantry in the meantime. Doesn't have to be a perfect. You don't have to take it within 30 seconds. You can just take it a bit later at the cost of relieving some stress from the middle. So there's my rant over on the likes of teamwork. We got a really dangerous radio op again. Hansi 66 taking out some of the sandbags, an excellent target for radio ops, but we need to be careful that we don't waste them all. That's got to survive us the entire game. There's no way to actually replenish the stock of radio op barrages. The 38 does not make it out of there. What a brave and bold radio op guy that is. In the middle, though, we are seeing a lot more vehicle presence. We've got a Luke's on top of the hill, which could... Oh, I'm liking that we got these really aggressive snipers, by the way. They are really far up, but they kind of have to be because of the dip in the land. They are just scouring around. I believe that might be the next target for the sniper. He is loading up his sights. The Luke's goes down from the AT gun. Was it an AT gun? Where is it? Yeah, it was the light AT gun. Wonderful. There's light AT gun in the field as well. And you can see the veteran Tiger, he no like that. He want to take that out, but there's some walls here. And whilst he is firing those HE shells, he is... Ooh, look at the radius of that blast. Hell, the Germans look like they are in for a good counter-offensive now, though. It seems like the Americans have had this for too long. And I think maybe the Germans may be able to prop themselves up here and take some of these sandbags now. Like, there's, again, very little defenses here, but I can't speak for what the Germans have because, well, the way with these games are spectated, It's unfortunately one-sided. I can only see what the Americans have. I can't see what the Germans have, but it feels like the Germans have quite a lot. Then again, the Calliope's just been fired. Damn, now is a great time to launch an offensive. That Calliope's not going to be able to fire for like another 2 minutes or so. And if we can take some of these sandbags, maybe we can position up a tank here. Maybe we can get a long-range shot on the Calliope, which is... That's not a Calliope. That's a Calliope! Oh my god, this zone looks amazing. Why isn't this a main feature of a map? Someone should copy and paste this area of the map and make it a new map. Make it a 2v2 map or something. That just looks really awesome. So, hey, we're giving map makers ideas to map makers. Wonderful. This zone on the left has really been on lockdown for the Germans for quite a lot, I feel. It's been neutralized for a bit, but never in the hands of the Americans. Hansi66 saying, wow, yes, it's grass. Oh, a sniper. Oh, he sees the sniper, does he? Let's take a quick look at the scores. I hardly ever do this. Who's got the biggest number? Who has... There we go. No. Everyone... there we go. Matiko is currently positive. But Ramola so far was 66 to 24. He is the more positives. So therefore, he is the uber god of this game. This is looking good for the Americans. Who could have predicted that outcome? Running an entire squad to a sandbag line full of machine gunners. I would have not saw that, going against us there. That was totally a bug and a glitch in the game. That American squad should have just annihilated everybody. The 222 is being pinged. I guess they want to finish that off before it's repaired. We have an interesting Luke's hiding behind this building here. I don't believe it's going to be able to survive. Oh, the Hellcat gets destroyed, taken out by the veteran Tiger. Look at the distance over there. Jeesh. The Calliope, that's still not the Calliope. This should be a Calliope. Is still lingering here over on the left-hand side. So they want to take this zone. And there was a Calliope barrage here, but we just saw that was instantly reclaimed. Oh, that is a beautiful Calliope target there. Now, that 88 isn't doing too much, though. I think it is firing at that HMG. HMG does get destroyed. No, it doesn't. It's still there. It teeter-tots over, though. The Lukes is the next priority target for the Americans. Oh, if only he knew that our sniper was there. He would be going for that sniper with the Lukes. Oh my god, it fired! The Lukes! Where are you looking, Lukes? That's it, get your head down, sniper. This is dangerous territory to be in. The tank crewmen can simply do nothing against it. The sniper takes a shot, but he is so not bothered by the fact that, like, a Luke's round, what is it, a 20 AP shot? A 20 millimeter? Round just went straight for that sandbag and hit him, and he's like, nah. Oh, he's going to take one in the ass. Oh, look at that. The sniper turns around, glares at the Lukes, and is like, I'm going to end you. I'm going to end you now. Abracadabra. Boom, Luke's exploded. You see, it's just as simple as that for the American sniper, who is not good as the veteran sniper. The veteran snipers are just the best snipers in the game. And then followed by the double sniper call-in from the Russians. Those guys are pretty cool to have, although they do eat a hefty amount of CP to have. Regardless, though, Stuart has decided to fight a brave battle against a Stug. I believe... Yes. Never mind, then. I mean, that can... Oh, we got a Panther out on the field. We are seeing... not like the super heavy armor from the Germans, but like the heavy armor that the Americans are quite adept in taking out if they bring out some Pershings and stuff. So if we see a Pershing, oh, we do, there we go, they got the super Pershing. Now, you'll notice that a lot of people don't do the same thing with the super Pershing as they do with something like a Scott early game. If you can sort of think this is an analogy, the sniper gets taken out. No! There we go, we are back in the game. And right, the Super Pershing, you'll see people actually go around the map and take out the high priority targets. It's exactly the same early game. Very, very much the same early game. If you've got a Scott and someone else could use your Scott, send them the goddamn Scott. It will really, really help them out. Just like sending a super Pershing to go kill the big tanks out works. So this middle point is being captured by the Americans. Finally, they're going to have some love. They just need 26 more points. I'm actually waking up now. This is turning into an exciting game. We got a floppy Stuart tank. I guess the Stuart tank could maybe sacrifice itself for the good of the gods. I think Hansi now realizes that he is a bit limp in the cannon, and the 222 takes it out. We've just given them a Stuart tank. They are so easily going to be able to repair this tank. The 222 is not contested at all. The Super Pershing is too busy taking out the veteran Tiger at the moment. It should really turn around and just take out this 222. It would be so easily destroyed. The Vet Tiger right now is neutralized. It's not going to do anything. Just turn around and smash that 222. It would have saved that Stuart tank. The Stuart tank could have propped down a TNT, and TNT takes out a lot of things. It does. Like, TNT is the best thing you can do to take out a tank. I think the King Tiger is able to survive it. We've got more and more sandbags down. Another 38 here from Makito. Is it Makito? Matiko. He sounds Mexico. Is he Mexico? He not. He Matiko. Snipers down here as well. I hear them firing. Where are they blasting? Is that the sniper? That's not a sniper. There, that's not a sniper. Sniper, where are you? Is that a sniper? That's not a sniper. That's not even a barrel. I want to... Is that maybe the end sniper? There's a marine there. There's SMG infantry here. There's squad leaders here. I can't find that sniper though. I'm sure you guys can at home and you're screaming. Did you hear that pain from that guy on the 50 cal on the back? He was just minding his own business. He was like, literally... Gone with a jiffy. That's not the saying. That's not the popular saying at all. Hey, microphone, I know you love me, but please stop kissing me all over the face. You're smothering me. The Lukes is just standing guard. Babsaduki is about to have a running with an 80 infantry, but I'm sure he'll be able to counter this. This guy will be spotted before he gets anywhere near this. If he uses the approach from this area here, it would work. Will the rocket get lucky and hit this? It is bouncing. I mean, the Lukes has some suspension to it. It's able to survive that. And in comes the Panther. Will the Panther be able to take a shot? Maybe choosing some of the long range. Second Calliope barrage incoming. No. No, not. But the Panther is firing, however. The 222 still not taken out, by the way. Where is that Super Pershing? That's... like... This just seems like it should be so much more than a truck. We got the Wolverine moving in, of course, without the 50 cal gunner on the top, though. Remember him? He died. He died hardcore. The Super Pershing is actually taking a different angle to try and take out this Vet Tiger, and I think it really isn't necessary right now. Maybe we should try and just look elsewhere. We've got a few minutes that we can spend not attacking that and trying to get some advantage elsewhere on the field. This Panther, for example, could probably be taken out a lot easier just approaching from this area here, although I'm not too sure what is here. We got a 43. Okay, yeah, we don't want to do what I just said now. We are going back on that one. We've got to be very cautious with this 43 on the field, and the best thing to do is to take out this Vet Tiger now. So we'll continue doing that. Carry on, nothing to see here. The 38 is around still. This 38 is really going to cause problems on the zone. Just spraying that area. We need... Ooh, you can see the Hummel now has smoke shells, by the way, equipped. So it's run out of ammo. Telltale sign. We don't... Like, I want to see more smoke shells used from artillery. Like, we don't see enough of that ever happen. Super Pershing is staying to this right-hand side of the map, not taking out this Vet Tiger. Come on, just got to get an engine shot there. The Vet Tiger's back. That was really quick repairs. I think maybe we saw some multi-repair down there. It looked... then again, I suppose it looked vaguely damaged. It wasn't in bad condition, but you'd ought to think that the Super Pershing did some decent damage there. We've got two Super Pershings now. The 43 has a lot of work cut out for it. The truck is carrying it. Bob Saducci. It sounds Italian. Is it Italian? I would like some information on that too. 14 more points, by the way, for the Americans, but they are currently ticking down, but only by one zone. We have 3 zones for the Americans currently, and it does seem like they are able to push this area here. In comes a Puma. Out goes a Puma. Damn it, man. I don't believe that was going to really work. Well, we go back here, by the way. Oh, got a heavy machine gun coming up. I wonder what kind of emplacement was coming up. More 80 infantry to the Super Pershing. Absolutely had no troubles dealing with a Puma. I was wondering why that Puma was even there. The 222 here could be taken out by this Pershing. Could be. Very little concern about the 43. We need to find out where that 43 is, however. I saw it going to the left. I think it might try and take a hill advantage, but the Calliope is going to be on the lookout for that 43. That is the main objective of the Calliope now. Wait for that 43 to appear. Fire at it at all costs. We have still the 222 alive. God damn it, someone take out this 222. There's the 43. There it is. Calliope. Spring into action, Calliope. It's gone. We need to ping it. We need to hit that end button. Always hit that end button whenever you can. Whenever you see something big, you do a lot of good for the rest of the team if they just check out what is on that location. It literally takes a second to look a ping on the map. And then think about, is it something that I have to worry about? The Veteran Tiger has again been neutralized and indeed fully taken out. So this Greyhound was playing really risky. I guess it wanted to go take out the Hummel. We got a Jagdpanther on the field too. So even more problems right now for the American Armor Company. Their division is going to have to work exceedingly hard. And when I say exceedingly, especially like that, I want cake. There's Gatto downstairs. There's white chocolate Gatto. Now, Gatto sounds too French for me. That's like French in France, by the way. It sounds way too French for me. And I don't like French food, apart from French baguettes. Baguette. I would like that so much. I'm going to try out that Gatto. That's going to be my supper, I know. It's weird. We have a Martyr free, by the way. Here. See, I'm combining words now. That's what I do when I'm tired. I'm like, here, there, whatever. We'll just combine those words and make there. No, wait a minute. That's a combination. I can't even brain now. I can't even do analogies. Fuck this life. The Jagdpanther being really aggressive, along with Mr. Vex's super ultimate hyper support half-track dropper. These guys just come straight into the field. Oh, it's Panzer Grenadiers, really strong soldiers as well. They should have no difficulties whatsoever claiming some of these front lines, especially with the support of the half-track. We still got a few guys lingering in the back of that half-track. They are going on a mission to claim the chicken. Chicken Gatto. No, that would be disgusting. Let's not do that. The Germans are now just taking all fronts. Exactly what I said would happen, except it didn't. I thought that the Germans would take more control of the center, but they just seem to stop at the flag. Maybe that's what's kind of hurting them right now. Their conviction to press onwards. We get a track damage on this half-track, which means someone could just come up and trick a grenade in the back of this half-track. Not an AT grenade, not an AT grenade, not an AT grenade, not an AT grenade, just a regular grenade. And it would decrew the half-track, and then you can capture it yourself. Also remember that it has tons and tons of resources in a half-track. You can send a whole squad there, or 2 or 3 guys, and just take all the grenades out, all the health kits out. I mean, you never know. It takes literally like 2 seconds to do that, and you can never be sure of how effective that is, even if it's just to store it in there. But bear in mind that is, so I'm told. I never actually realized this. This is new to me. This bar guy is like firing from the hip, crazy Call of Duty mode. Doing a lot of good though. Yeah, I'm told that stamina is affected by how much load your guys have. So the more items you have, the more full your inventory is, the less distance you'll be able to sprint. Which is interesting, a lot of detail in those little O's. Our Super Pershing is being super badass, and did that 43 ever get taken out? I don't see a corpse of a 43. I hear something here. It looks like a truck that could take a 43 with it. Can it actually fire at the Super Pershing from this distance, though, if that is the case? No, the Super Pershing is backing away. It looks like the Super Pershing has its sights focused on... Mr. Vex actually managed to repair this half-track. What an extraordinary feat. He's going to clean up all of this infantry, though. I'm loving this. I am loving this so much. Let's get epic camera angle. Incoming AT grenade. This guy is running. He's scared for his life, though. Don't even have a bother for that. Hey, stop it. Oh, hang on. Abracadabra. Stay the hell there, please. I keep brushing my chin across the pop shield, is what it's called. Smokes are down on the central left point. Hansi 66 chucking a grenade in there to devastate that guy. The 43 is moving over to the left-hand side. We still got the Super Pershing up, by the way. Still got a Calliope ready to go, and an ammo truck too. The Germans are really getting close now, though. 82 points. They only have 17 more points to take, and then they win the game. And are we even? No, the Germans still have an additional point. In fact, now they have 2 more assault zones, so they are taking up quite fast. The Americans are going to have to really play aggressively now to try and take some of these zones. They need to identify which is going to be the easiest to take, and where can they focus their efforts. We've got a Nebelwerfer on the field now. The Calliope is firing all the way back here on the Pack 43. Oh my god. Oh, there we go, finally. Did you notice, like, a little bit there? That there was, like, an aura? I mean, you can even see it now. There is literally an aura around this 43. All the Calliope rockets landing all around. Wow, that was magical, really magical. We got a huge sandbag line going down for Hansi, which is like, when you see this is like, I don't want to micro this anymore. Blah. Literally vomit up a load of sandbags. The Yag got taken out, and the Stug is using that for cover. It still can be repaired, though. The Super Pershing most likely got that one. Most likely trying to angle its armor as well. It seems like something that this guy, 007, was trying to do there. The Marder 3 ain't going to be able to take out that, I feel. It could probably churn out some damage on the tracks, at least. I don't know, how hefty is a Super Pershing? That is the deal. It does take out the Stug, no problems whatsoever there. Marder 3 is still taking some pot shots, just trying to get out. We got some German infantry. Oh, look at this, 1v1. That's the sniper. This rifleman guy has the sniper rifle. That's why I couldn't find him earlier. Interesting, very interesting. The 43 has been destroyed, finally, by most likely the Calliope, was it? It could have been a HE shot from the Super Pershing, but that's a good distance away. 222 incoming now, just to try and relieve all of the American infantry from this zone the hard way. Excellent bazooka shot. It was not able to save that guy, though, as he was crushed underneath it. Ah, I know. Oh, the sniper. The sniper gets his revenge, though. You want to take out my 222? I'll freaking take out your face. Because he's not that good at comebacks. And also, the 222 died, so it doesn't really make much difference. Our M19, ooh, hiding in the trees. So much trees around this area, by the way. Trees make it hard for infantry combat. It's very, very difficult to get an assessment of where people are in the trees. With the, like, it's just literally line of sight blockers. You have to turn on this mode. You see how this guy's foot is glowing red? It's not anymore. There's a little mode down here on the bottom left which toggles it on and off. Seeing infantry behind areas. So, there we go. There you go. You see that guy running behind the tree. And now we're going to put it off, because it looks better like that. I forgot that I left that on. I was playing on a tree map at some point earlier. It looks like we're getting a last-ditch attempt with the Super Pershing. Exactly what you need to be doing. We could have done this a little bit earlier, though. Trying to take these zones with as much force as possible. The Super Pershing gets really close in. We need infantry here. We need infantry behind it. We need infantry here now. The zone is neutralized. This is good. This is perfect. The Americans are in with a chance again. There's no Panzerschrecks in the zone. It seems like the Germans do not want to get Panzerschrecks out on the main turret. And gun is down. The Panther is going to go all over this now. The 50 cal gunner is trying his best to defend this. But still, this was a good move. This was the right move to do, going in on this and claiming the zone, or at least neutralizing it, buying the Americans some more time. We need infantry to move in there now. We are buying individual infantry to send in there. The Calliope is trying to protect that Super Pershing. It does take out a few things. Oh, it gets an AT gun? I think there was an AT gun behind there. But the super Pershing is going to be a bit more safer, though. The engine is on fire. That's usually not good. I think the super Pershing is most likely going to burn out, but not unless... Oh my god, no, don't get out. Still, man the 50 kill, man the 50 kill, man the... whilst you're on fire, please take out that guy and prevent him from taking that zone. We have 4 zones to 2 zones for the Americans now, the 10 points to go. Flak 38 still there from Mexico, and Master Vex has fully repaired the Yarg. Where is that other super Pershing? That's not a super Pershing. Super Pershing in the center. Okay, there's no 43, remember? No 43, that's fine. 9 points to go for the Americans. It's going to be a very close game. Smoke shells are up. I don't know who placed them there. It looks like both sides are going to benefit from that one. We need to send someone into the pit of not that pit. Oh god. Oh my god, why did they have to die? Why? Stop dying, you cowards! Get into that crater! There's lots of infantry here. We are actually taking this zone now. This zone is still going to be for the Germans, though. Oh, it's going to be even. It's going to be even. There we go. Swallow that spit. It's not as yummy as milkshake, though. Oh no, the Americans pull ahead with an extra zone. Taking this one. 6 more points, man. Oh my god, it could go anyway. We have a Yarg running in, being so dangerous. It just wanted to take out the super Pershing. I guess they feel like if they take out the super Pershing, they could win, but I don't know. They are doing exactly the same, however. Good moves there. You got to send your stuff in just to try and take the zones when it's this close. There is no point in holding back. You have to go all out. It is literally all or nothing. There is no, you kind of won. You know, you only win, you only lose in this game. We have a sneaky soldier coming back around here. Death's Head is utilizing all the tactics. Even at this later stage in the game, the Germans have managed to get 4 assault zones to 3, which means they are only 3 points ahead. GG, racism. Matiko, you are now not my favorite player. Well, it's not even racism, it's just a word, so cancel that. I don't care anymore. I'm too tired to care. 2 points for the Germans. I still believe that the Americans, if they could just take a zone, if they could just take out all of this infantry, if they could just win the game, it's definitely over now. Congratulations to the winners. Matiko, Mr. Vex, Bob, Sadusi, and Lanos. I hope you guys enjoy the highlights, because there's certainly going to be a lot of them. I hope. I need sleep. Good night.
want more video? Over there at the top of the screen are relevant videos, and some other videos below them. You can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button too. If you got this far, maybe you should press like. No one sticks around for this long. Your loyalty shall go unrewarded.